Hey there, and welcome to another video with me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an automated email campaign with Activecampaign. So stay tuned. I'll walk you through the steps on my PC now. Okay guys, here we are on my PC right now, and this is Activecampaign. If you don't yet have Activecampaign, I'm going to leave a link of Activecampaign in the description down below so you can sign up for a 2 weeks free trial. If you try, you don't like it, you can always cancel it. By the way, Activecampaign is the best, on my opinion. Activecampaign is the best platform I've ever used for emails. I use them for my clients, I use them for my business. So here's an example of an Activecampaign form that I've integrated on my website. As you can see, right, this is my own website. So I use Activecampaign all the time. So once you've logged into your Activecampaign dashboard, you'll be presented with this specific screen. The very first thing we must do, we must create a list, because when people are going to be opting into our form, they have to opt into a specific form and into a specific list. So that's how things are organized in Activecampaign. So let's go to list now. So I'm going to add a list, and I'm going to add a URL. So I need to put a description of why people are subscribing to this list, and then I click here on add. So now I've created a list which is called Activecampaign. I need to create a form. So come here on site and click on forms. Click on create a form. Okay, so at the moment I'm only allowed to add the inline form because I'm using the basic plan. But if you're using other plan, then you will have access to the floating bar, the floating box, and the model, right? So I will stick with the inline form at the moment, and I'm going to name this form Activecampaign. And action here, I need to leave it to subscribe to list. Options, I'll select my form, right, which is Activecampaign, and then click on create. So this is my form, right? I can edit these fields here. For example, where it says subscribe for email updates, I can change that. Get my free Activecampaign training, and here I can add a description here as well. So I can just get rid of everything here. Don't get rid of the P's in the bracket, right? So leave those ones and just add whatever you want to add there. Okay, so hello, please get my free gift. On the fields name here, things like the full name and email, I'll leave the email obviously because that's what I want. But I don't want the full name. I only want the first name. So you can come here on the submit button, right? You can change the submit button with something else. Get my free gift. And here I can add more fields, by the way. If I want to add more fields, such as the first name. If I want to get rid of the full name and add the first name, I can do that. If I want to add like a website URL, no, I don't really need this. But if I want to add any other fields, I can do that. If I want to add custom fields, I can create a custom field here. But I'm going to get rid of the full name, by the way. I'm going to add the first name and delete the full name. And I'm going to make sure the full name is mandatory. So click here on require. So when you have the star here, that means it's mandatory. And here, get my free gift. Now, in terms of styling, right, at the moment, it only looks black and white. So I can come here on styling and change the color, play around with the color, right? If I want to make my form, so I don't know. If I want this form to look like this, I can go ahead and do that. Border, same, play around with my color, really. This is up to me. The color, I can play around with the color. The text, I can also do that, play around with the color, the background color, everything. So guys, I'll leave this part to you so you can play around with the colors and see what you really like. And once I've done all of this, I need to click here on integrate. So on integrate, as you can see here, there are so many ways you can integrate Activecampaign into a website, right? You can copy the code here and paste it in your website. So it depends on which type of website you have. You can have the link as well, copy the whole URL link here and paste it. If you have a WordPress website, there's actually an Activecampaign plugin that you can install on your WordPress website and integrate it. I have a separate video on how to do that. I also have a separate video on how to integrate it with Elementor Pro. You can also have your form on Facebook, right? I will always highly recommend you to integrate it into your website or into your landing page. If you want to integrate it into your landing page, I have a separate video on how to integrate it into your landing page. I'll link all of those videos into the description so you can watch them. So once you've finished with all this process, right, you've copied the code or integrate everything, make sure you save and exit. Okay, now we've saved and exit our form, right? I'm going to go back again into my form. There's one detail I want to show you. So on options here, for example, I need to change a detail here where it says subscribe to list. I need to click here on settings, right? So in here, list, which is the Activecampaign list, right? Opt-in confirmation. Basically, opt-in confirmation is like an email that the user will receive, asking them to confirm if they want to receive an email from you, right? But I don't want to send them that email before they receive the free gift. So I want them to receive the free gift or my lead magnet straight away. I don't want them to confirm anything. So I will highly recommend you to tick off this button and then save. So click now on save and exit. Okay, our Activecampaign form has now been created. As you can see, we are now going to create an automation. So come here on automations. So on automations, as you can see, that's how our form, this is how the automation page looks like, right? Click here on create an automation. So there are many ways to create an automation with Activecampaign. You can either go through like from scratch, product interest target follow-ups, part 1 engagement tagging, tracking abandoned cart. I mean, guys, you choose what suits your business, right? So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but for this specific tutorial, I would choose start from scratch. And I'll assume you're starting from scratch, you're creating a brand new automation, right? So I will start from scratch. Okay, this is how the page will look like, right? You will be led into this specific page. You need to click here to subscribe to list. However, there are many ways that you can, trigger an automation. So there's subscribe to list, unsubscribe, submit form, and much more. Let's scroll down here. You will see all the details, right? So I'm going to click to subscribe to list because that's why I first chose. I'm going to click on continue. So here, select a list, and I will say Activecampaign training. That's the list. Run once and segment the contact entering this automation. I'm really going to keep this tutorial very basic, so I'll leave it on tick and click on add. So now add a new action. There are many actions you can add to begin your automations. So you can go on condition and workflow, for example. You can add a wait, if else condition, split, go to, goal, start automation. I will start with send an email. So it says you do not have any emails to send. You can create an email to get started. So click here on create an email. I'm going to name this email. So at the moment, these are all the templates that Activecampaign have, right? So I can go ahead and choose from any of these templates and start building my email. But I previously ran some campaign with Activecampaign, so I have a lot of templates. So I will come here on past campaigns. As you can see, these are some of the templates that I have, right? So I'm going to use this one. And bear in mind, guys, Activecampaign loves, like any autoresponder platform out there, they do love professional emails. So create a professional email If you want to get a free professional email, I have a separate video where I show you how to get free professional email. You can create as many professional emails you want. I'll leave the link of that video as well in the description down below so you can check it out. So this is my email. Always stick with professional emails. It looks professional and it's better. So now email subject, I'm going to have, so email subject is going to be Activecampaign, and I'm going to click on continue. So guys, this is how my email subjects will look like. You know what? This is an email that I wrote recently. So let's just assume let's just assume you've already got your text, because basically you will need to copy your text, right? So you copy your text, you head into Activecampaign and paste your text there. That's it. But now, how do you deliver your free gift? I'll show you how to deliver your free gift now. So I'll say, click here. So I need to highlight this one. I need to click on this link, right? And then I'm going to go to my Google Drive file. So this is my Google Drive file, right? I've uploaded my lead magnet into my Google Drive. If you don't know how to do that, you can just come here on new and upload it. If you've already written it on Google Drive, I designed my lead magnet in Canva. So I'll leave a link of Canva in the description as well if you want to design yours in Canva. And I've also got a separate video on how to design your lead magnet from scratch using Canva. The ultimate guide to copywriting. What I need to do is I need to click on the video, and once I click on the video, you will see this area where it says get link. Click on that. So your permissions here will be different. Mine says anyone with the link, right? Yours will probably say restricted. So you need to change it to anyone with the link. So make sure you have it changed to anyone with the link. And then once you finish with that, you need to click on copy link. And let's head back into Activecampaign. So into Activecampaign, I'll now need to paste this link here and then click on OK. So when somebody will submit the credentials into our form, and they will receive this email instantly, and they will click on the link, they will be able to see our free gift. So let's test it now together. This is our details, right? These details are, you can change these details, put your social icons there and put whatever you want. So now let's go to next. So our subject line is Activecampaign. Always double check this area. If you've made a mistake, you can always change it. From contact@urimedia1.com. Address is there. Okay, I'm going to send a test to this specific email just to see if what we've done is working. So let's send a test now. The email has gone to our promotion, right? So as you can see, this is test Activecampaign. I'm going to click on that. And this is the email. Remember what we wrote? Click here to get your free gift. And this email was delivered 0 minutes ago. So click here. So this is the ultimate guide to copywriting. I wrote this myself, right? You can go on my website right now and download it. Okay, let's head back into Activecampaign now. So as you can see, the test was sent, spam check was passed. Make sure this area always says spam check pass, right? Because if it doesn't pass the test, it's going to go to the spam area. So once you've done that, you need to click here on finish. Okay, now it's finished. We need to make sure we save our email. So click here on save. So if I hover over this email, as you can see, that's our message, right? That's the same email we have. What we can do here, we can add conditions, right? So let's say if I want the subscribers to get the email maybe half an hour later when they subscribe. So I can just add a condition here by clicking the plus button here. Come down here to condition and workflows and come to wait. I really recommend you to add a wait time for a customer to get your free gift. They should normally get it instantly because that's what they subscribe for. But I'm just going to show you just in case. So here, wait for specific time period, and I'll click here on hour. I'll just say wait for 1 hour and then click on save. So they wait for an hour and then they will see the email into the inbox. Now, if I want to add another condition, I can add, for example, an if else condition, right? And then come here on condition. I'll add this condition based on an action has clicked on the link, right? Activecampaign, more specifically, right? I need to make sure that I select the link that I want. So I just click on add. So as you can see now, I have added this specific link, right? If they did click on the link, I can send them another email, for example. Go back to sending option and add another email, and then I'll create another email. That's just an example. If they did not click on the link, I can send them another email just to remind them, or maybe an offer. This is just something. So these are the conditions. These are things that you can add with Activecampaign. You can play around with these details, play around with these and see how it works for you. Once you've done all of that, you need to make sure you name your automation. It's very important. I'm going to name my automation, and then I'm going to click here on save. And more importantly, do not forget to activate your Activecampaign. Right? So you've now activated. So guys, that's how you create an email automation campaign with Activecampaign.